Stouffer's Pizza in the background. Okay, there we go. And I don't think I'm particularly loud. Should I should probably actually raise the volume considerably. All right. That's like, oh wait, yeah, there we go. That's probably better. Now I can turn you down. Got a multi-stage setup involved. See, today I'm doing this not quite early in the morning, but in the morning, and woke up and decided to do another video. Same thing. Nobody wants to watch these, and I know that, but I'm kind of like, I kind of want to just keep doing it. I don't think I'm gonna like use a creator license on it. I'll just upload them as like my ideas. I'm not trying to make money off of it, and I hope that they're not putting any ads on my video, because I don't want to have any of the artist's music come through at all. At all. I've been watching People of Bam all night. Let's see. Yeah, I want to do the new Mac DeMarco record. So, cowboy songs. Here's the title track. I'm starting on number 1. My number 2. Okay, before I start this, I'm actually going to do a few videos where I just I think I might take a few of these and just cut them up to make them be coherent. Yeah, because I'm kind of a rambling, crazy person. It might be entertaining if you're listening to the song at the same time as, me, I guess, if you want to hear it at this. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That would be the point, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, I'd like to make better videos that actually utilize my time. But for the sake of recording everything, I guess, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Private session. People don't need to know that I listen to this. I hear Mac DeMarco hitting some sticks and like playing 2 chords. It kind of, okay, so far this is reminding me of the, I remember the like the Fat Mike solo album where he's like a clown. He's dressed as a clown and he's just singing songs about like piss and shit. Sounds like that, except this is like just him yelling, not yelling, but saying, "Here comes the cowboy." I just woke up. My brain is not together. There's a specific amount of my brain just like scrambled right now. This is not, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's not, I don't know what's going on. The song hasn't begun yet. There's no song here. This is like a joke, right? So far, this is a joke song. It's gotta be. Is the whole song just this? I'm halfway through the song. He hasn't done anything. Like, what, why would anybody want to listen to this? Like the first track, you put on the first fucking track and it's like, it's this. His voice is panned to one side, to the right side. And I don't know why. Like he's supposed to be like whispering it in your ear. But it's the same side the entire song. There's no song here. That was just Here Comes the, he literally wrote Here Comes the Cowboy and then just recorded that. That's crazy. I can't believe somebody can do that. That's amazing. Why would you want to listen to that? So far, we're not in anything yet. Okay, this is the first song. Really, nobody. Okay. Oh, is there horns in the song? Oh no, it's just like a squeaky guitar. Mm. Well, I mean, yeah, he's going for the Lou Reed thing again. Like a lot of Lou Reed stuff's going on right now. That I don't know if it's a synth sound or like a horn. Or maybe it's like guitar feedback. Like this isn't bad. This is a track. It's like, why did you start with that track? That should have been the last track. Like you throw that goofy ass shit at the end. You don't do that in the fucking first track. And then you go into this and it's like, oh, this isn't a bad track. People gave a lot of shit for this. I can't believe that. There is nothing like particularly bad about this. Like slow, like it didn't go anywhere. Again, like I've said, like like in the Big Thief video that I will never fucking publish publicly. You know, it's the songs. They're just not going anywhere. You know, there was a little like, yeah, that where it's like those chord progressions work. Why aren't they more in the song? Like, but that's like tiny stuff. That's like those are the things that like make me want to come back to a song. Is like when somebody writes out the arrangement to make sense. This is a chill song, right? This is supposed to be put on the background. This is Alexa play chill playlist, and then this goes plays in the background. But I think that's what he's going for with it. It's not a bad song. It's just, you know. End of the song. Not too bad. That's a 7 track. That's a 7/10. Finally, a song that sounds like Mac DeMarco. Wow. Mm-hmm. The keyboards oftentimes are like the only thing. Like this song's going places. Although the vocal line's a little goofy. Like if you weren't into that kind of thing. I think Mac's character is now officially this like, but I'm the guy, like the dirty sex symbol, like everybody, the goofy dirty sex symbol guy, but like that got too far this year, and like people were sick of it. So like, I think this album is him trying to like personify it, but it's like maybe an attempt to like mute himself. Because so far this track and the last track have had this kind of like low key, like there's no guitar solos, there's no like intricate like big stuff. There's nothing big going on. You know, there are no moments of like triumph. Like that vocal line, the yeah, that's a big triumph for this song. That's like a big moment in the song. Otherwise, it's like a feel thing, right? Once and again, like this is unlike the Big Thief, like the Big Thief record, which had that kind of like clean and tape production, which is like it's studio, but it's also very clean sounding. This is like producer shit. Like there's a clear difference between these two kinds of production styles, where it's like this is an indie rock production style, but like done in like a modern studio. This is like when somebody who just wants to make things that sound good, and that's it. That's like just somebody who wants to make something that sounds good. So I don't feel like it's produced terribly. It sounds pretty good. Problem I've had with it so far is just songwriting, like arrangement levels. Like okay, I'm 42 into Little Dogs March. And this is another song with although this one's, yeah, I don't know. Tempos are low. Moods are low. The vocal choices, interesting. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, though. March On, Little Dog. Didn't Jay Some have a song about dogs and marching and stuff or something too? I don't know. I feel like I don't really know what is this like a goodbye album? Like, is he trying to like give up in this record? Is that what it is? Because it just feels very defeatist so far. Like I don't want, it's not bad. It's just like I've never gotten to the point where I'm just like, yo, dude, I'm just chill with being a piece of shit. Like I'm just chilling and like, just, you know, like I hurt people, but like, you know, like what, not saying that Mac DeMarco does, but like that's the feel of the album, you know? Like somebody who feels like they've done something bad, who's like, just like, whatever, man, like here, you know, that's just my character. Like, you know, that song was also a throwaway. I feel that song didn't feel like anything. Preoccupied, Porcupied. The song is 4 minutes long. Also a slow song. Another one. It's like he left the Ableton like tempo, like the click track was on the same like time the entire time, and he just like, let's do another one. I've got 10 of them. Got enough tape for 10 more songs like this. I just don't like going from slow song to slow song like so many times, like being like, that's what the feel of the record is. Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, yeah. I just think like, didn't you have like other ideas? Like, don't you ever feel like there's any sense of anxiety in the world? Like, it's kind of weird to just have this, like, it would be like if the Beatles only released like George Harrison's like Indian music on a record and just did that, and they were like, this is the record, like everybody would be like, dude, this is, I don't know, like the fourth track, fifth track, like in, like maybe these are classics separately, but like I don't really know right now, because I'm into this, and I'm hearing stuff. It's so lazy though. Like I don't know. I've never felt this lazy to make this kind of music, where you're just like, dan, 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 dan. And you just repeat that for like maybe 20 more measures, right? And then there's like a, what, I didn't get to the, I wasn't really paying attention at the chorus, unfortunately. Like, has he said anything? Like, oh, we're preoccupied and we need to chill, right? That's the message. I think. It's like the same drum pattern on every track. I want to go back and just compare and see like if he just put the same drum pattern on every track, and or if he's actually like fooling me somehow. Bum 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 bum. It's like at this point you've got everything set up, right? You got the money. This is the song that you write. Are those bird sounds in the song, or are they like in? I can't tell because there are birds outside of my door too. Okay. This is a war song, right? The whole record should have just been like this, honestly. He would have fucking blown people away. He had the potential to do this. Are you serious? Like, all you need is some lyrics, and that's it. You've got yourself an album with like a couple more chord progressions. Bro, you've got an album with this sound. But the fact that like, like the last 3 songs were basically just like Mac DeMarco plays one drum pattern and then 4 chords on top of it while singing, occasionally with a falsetto. And then he goes into this, and it's like, it's tight, but like there's no song. Like, what are you doing? There's no song. Like, yeah, you got an idea. Like, you want to do one thing, but there's no song. The gong. Oh, man. It's like, yeah, that kind of shit's cool. But why didn't you fucking make the record this? Or like use some of those techniques to actually make a record? Like, why are you just like, it's bizarre. No song. It just says Choo Choo is the little thing. Yeah, the same thing as Cowboy. Yeah. It's just funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to skip every fucking song on every time I do this. I just annoys me because it's like, whenever somebody does something that you hate, you're like, oh man, or like you love, and then it turns into something you hate. You're like, oh man. Because that was like, oh, you have a really cool idea, but you didn't take it anywhere. And I was like, oh, this is the best sounding thing so far on the whole record. Like, you have ideas, but you didn't take it anywhere. Like, you had an idea, like sonically, but you didn't have ideas to take that stuff. Like, you didn't write an actual song about anything. You just said choo choo over and over again. You know, you didn't evoke anything. You didn't try to like say anything about trains or train robbery or like whatever the fuck, you know, ride the train, whatever. You know, it's fucking. There are so many things you could have done. K. Is this about K? Is this about K? That's about a girl, right? It's like, you could have done this if the whole record was like this, and it would have worked. But you didn't want to make the whole record like this. I don't know, maybe it's a lack of concentration. Like, people in my generation don't seem to have the capability to write two songs that are like similar to each other or something. Like, but they're all similar to each other. They're all the same thing. I mean, but there's no song. You're just writing nonsense again. Like, yeah, sure, you got 4 chords and some vocal melody on top, but you haven't said anything. Like, where's the song? This is a song for you. Great. Why would I ever listen to it? What is it supposed to say? Oh, this is a pretty love song. About what? There's nothing. It's not about anything. It's just like, oh, I just love you so much. Fine. It's like, maybe if it's so beautiful of a song, like you've arranged everything, I'll be like, oh, I really feel it from this artist. But with an acoustic song, especially when it's just like 4 fucking chords or 5 chords, I'm like, you know, oh, like, I'm gonna do this, like, what am I trying to think of? This song is good enough, girl. Instead of me becoming better and admitting I'm wrong, just listen to this song. It'll be okay. Dude, I just wrote your song for you. It's the same thing. I hate this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Worst track so far. Even worse than the fucking cowboy song. Heart to Heart. There's another slow song. Like, this guy can't stand BPMs over 125, like, at all. I don't even think he's even gotten to like a 120. It's just like, no, not a single, like, he's just like, no, it's not my style. Like, I don't, you know, no, it's like, I get it. Like, I get your shit, but like, it doesn't work unless you have something else next to it that's a little bit faster to bring you up. Because otherwise, you're just down all the time. And who wants to be down all the time, you know? Nobody wants to groove to this. Can't just be like, I'm going to put the Rhodes in there and or the Wurlitzer in there, and it's you know, that's enough. It's still a Mac DeMarco song. Yes, it is. But Wait, hold on. I don't like, I'm not into the song, but the clave, like, This man hates open hi-hats too. Like sizzling. There's just no like, there's always space in between everything. There's only 3 things going on, really, or 4 if you count the clave. And then that keyboard comes in. It's like the 5th thing with the vocal, which is keyboard, bass, and clave. So for the most part, his vocals just mostly over here with this Wurlitzer. Again, there's no tension in any of his songs. It's very strange to hear, like, especially coming from like listening to growing up listening to a lot of like rock and roll and punk rock and like power pop and like hit music stuff. I've always heard a lot of like resolves. There's like none of that. It's just like somebody playing a 2-chord or 3-chord thing with an occasional like loop. It's trying to evoke a kind of sense of mystery or like a mist around you to make you feel like there's something going on. I'm in the Cowgirl song now. Like I was talking about before, what he's essentially doing is he's using like 7 chords, and I think maybe like sus chords, like sus 4 chords, to like kind of confuse people because they kind of sound like major chords, but they're not quite. This is the best song on the album so far, for sure. Like, this isn't a bad song. This is pretty good. Like, this is a decent song. Once again, it seems like whenever Mac DeMarco decides to switch back to writing a guitar rock song, it's pretty decent. And this one's back up to tempo is the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's not fast, but I mean, it so far is the pick me up in the record. Like, you have to get to track 9 to get to the pick me up in the record, which sucks, man. Like, I hate listening to, I mean, I know people don't listen to records the same way, but honestly, if you're going to listen to a record, you're going to listen to it in chronological order. And to have all of that crap just piled up, it's the same problem I had with the Big Thief record. It's just like, you just piled up all the slow songs for no reason, and then like put like maybe one fast song in the middle. It's like you needed more. You just didn't have the right track list yet. I still, I mean, that's fine. That's fine as a song. We're on the square now. I'm at 14. What's that one? I want to pick you up by is this even a sample of that? By the Beach Boys? Sounds like it, almost. Or Surf's Up, or no, not Surf's. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There's that minor chord. There, that is like in "I Want to Pick You Up," and it's like the same piano sound, like exactly. Okay, last two tracks. Like this. Okay, this sound is what should have been the whole record. Like all the record with this sound, with a few faster songs, and then it would have been like, this is the new Mac DeMarco sound. This is keyboard oriented, like striking just down rhythms, dark, like like should have added some more minor chords in there, just made it more brooding. Like if Mac went dark, he would have just, it would have been great. But like, no, it didn't happen on this record for the most part. But if every song sounded like this in the last track, or maybe the last track has a separate kind of sound for a record. But to me, it's like an artist trying to like have different palettes and have them all on the same record, which I don't like. I just don't like mixing those palettes together. You can have them on different records, but like having them one after the other, especially when you're listening to it for the first time, I'm like, it doesn't really like hook up. You know, there's a problem where you're like, these songs don't work together. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, there's going to be a bridge. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, like, even for that, not a huge bridge or anything, you know. Going back. And then going back again. And kind of ends on like a bridge, or it kind of has like an outer part. Oh, I think this is the boring. I remember this song. I was not impressed with this song when I first heard it, but I was not like following the hype or anything. I just already don't really like the new Mac DeMarco stuff that much. Didn't like the last record. Thought it was too clean sounding. This one has a few moments of kind of dirtiness, bass territory, some guitar territory, but still has that like, you know, transferred to Pro Tools reverb added, that kind of stuff. It's just boring. Boring track. Remember being like, oh, I mean, like, I think people get like into a sound and they're like, anything will work. I'm so good at producing things that I can make anything work. But this is just like, yeah, I mean, it sounds good because it sounds like expensive shit. You know? That's what it sounds like. But I mean, this sounds like a Coldplay hook, right? Like an early Coldplay hook. with that, like trying to throw in the little bit of Mac guitar work on there. But it didn't work. I think it stands out too much. A little bit. And his panning choices in this record, like lead guitars go in the center always. Like I don't get why you would. I don't know. Like always whenever I see people do like the panned record, like I'm like, yeah, you're trying to arrange shit, but you didn't like really arrange shit. You just kind of like wrote a song. It's like, yeah, it would have sounded pretty good in mono too. Like it would have sounded fine. It's maybe it's some of the choices. Some of the vocal choices were like panned in like one ear or the other for some reason. Not all the way, but like a little bit. I think it's relying on style. Like this part, it works. I feel like it didn't work the last time though, for some reason. It's like the whole song should have just been this. Like, where is that polished? Oh, it's from the cymbal. That's what's been missing, is like there's that ambience that needs to be there that I'm just like missing from a lot of his tracks. It's just like too much space sometimes. Skyless Mom or Moon. Skyless Moon. Sorry, Moon. Skyless Mom. Goddamn, last song's 7 minutes long. Sometimes the song drowns out into the background. With or without you, yeah, okay. Oh, I don't take this seriously. I'm sorry. Like, you haven't said any. I mean, I'm sure you've said things, but like you made a reference. I don't know what your song is about. Here, I'll look up the lyrics. Why not? Because I have time. I don't know. I don't know. Remember that like song Liam Gallagher wrote for his kid, and then like Noel was just like trashing him for it. It's the same thing, right? Like little man, whatever. Like, I think it's like a attempt to try to be Sid Barrett to a degree. But not the song, obviously not the music, but that kind of lyrical style. A bit like, this is poetry, guys. Poetry classes in session. Please listen up. There's no such thing as bad lyrics. Well, there are lyrics that don't like I don't know. Like when somebody's singing like this, I hope that there are fucking like some words behind it that mean something. But when it's just somebody singing like, oh, I don't know the fuck you're talking about, bro. I'm out of it, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Finally, we're on the last track, and then I can pee. Is that the Charlie Brown theme? Almost. It's like almost the Charlie Brown theme. Uh-huh. Extreme panning again. This isn't bad. There's some sense of suspense. Oh. Is this a song cycle? So we get like 7 really like small Mac DeMarco songs? Probably. I don't know. I really need to use that restroom. And I'm going to just call it now. Record is okay. Like, if you're into that kind of thing. I need to take a dump. No, I don't. I just really, like, not really feeling the record. It's like a 4.5 for me. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it's... I think for me, the main issue is, like, something that sounds good cannot... also doesn't always mean that it's good. It sounds good. Yes, on that merit, it's good, but not on every merit. Like songwriting or like keeping my interest. Sorry, bye-bye.